talked to you, said it'd probably be Florida State. I talked to them in the locker room. They thought they'd be coming to Baton Rouge, but big one tomorrow night, San Diego State. What do you see in them?
Well, first thing you see is a really good defensive team. They only allow 60 points a game. They do a great job keeping you out of the paint. They got some length and some athleticism, and they just try and keep you on the arc. And I think their opponents only shoot like 37% from the floor, so I think that's where they hang their hat. On the offensive end, they got really good guard play. They got two really good guards that both of them can play the one or the two. They have the ability to penetrate or shoot the three, and they play off of them very well. They also have a good bench. I want to say they're in the top 20 in the country in bench scoring. So they're just a real solid team, They don't beat themselves.
Coach Mulkey said Sunday night you were already in the film room breaking it all down. How long does that take you to get and you do both teams real quick, and then y'all set up the game plan after that, or is it a week-long process?
It's a week-long process. We're still doing it. I'm thankful I got Kailyn Rice on our staff. She helps me with the scouting. So obviously the first thing that gets our attention is San Diego State. But once we're able to put San Diego State to bed, then we're starting to work on both Florida State and George Mason, because George has a quality team as well. But we're still, we get the video report done to send to the kid, but even then we're still looking at film, looking for that one thing or those two things that could help us.
What film do you pull? A common opponent, batch of games, or what are you looking at?
Well, there's lots of things, lots of parameters depending on your playing. So we'll talk about San Diego State. They only played one Power 4 school, that was Wisconsin, so obviously we wanted to pull that up. And then we start looking at the analytics, and we want to look for some games where they scored a lot of points, or games where they didn't score a lot of points, so we can look to see how and why that's happening. Same thing with the defensive end. And then there's some analytics where you can see where they played against mostly man defense or mostly zone defense. So we have a lot of checkpoints when we're pulling the games up. For a game like this, for instance, with San Diego State, we looked at 12 games.
Okay. And in Florida State, you already did as well, but you don't worry about game plan until after tomorrow night. Is that what you're saying?
To an extent. Film, we're taking notes down on offensive sets we probably need to look at defensive priorities, at matchups. You start, it's just human nature when you're watching them and you're breaking them down to start formulating some opinions.
Right.
And you just jot down some notes because, we've got a late game. I think a 9:15, 9:30 game. And so we got a quick turnaround. So you have to have some idea of how you're going to attack and approach the game before it gets here.
I imagine tomorrow you got to get an extra meal in. I'm assuming, right?
Well, we'll let them sleep in a little bit. It's part of the NCAA tournament, though. I've played games later than this, to be honest with you, and some teams were playing at 10:30 this morning. So you make it a positive. We're getting to play. There's about 300 teams in the country that aren't playing in the dance right now, and we get to play, and we're at home. And I don't care what time it is. We know we're going to have a great crowd.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jada, talk about the NCAA tournament. It's here. Are you excited? Nervous?
Yeah.
Energy? What?
Nah, I'm excited, definitely. It's the first time ever, freshman year, and it's great to be here, honestly. I mean, people didn't make it. Just blessed to be in this good program.
What do you expect? You look at San Diego State. What have you seen, and what do you expect so far?
They definitely have some good perimeter players, good posts that can stretch the floor. So we're just ready to guard, honestly. Not underestimating anyone, and just giving it all.
Talk about how your minutes have been. Do you think you might get some more in the tournament? You think it's where they should be?
Any minutes I get, I'm willing to produce in the time I get, just playing my role and just being the best I can for this team.
I'll tell you what, every time we do a show, we get Lafayette folks. It's Jada Richard needs more minutes on every show. You got a whole lot of fans out there.
I appreciate everybody who has my back, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are you looking forward to most in this tournament? Is it
winning. I mean, everyone loves to win, so we have a winning culture here, and I just think it would be great to just keep that going.
I know you go game by game, but do you like the draw? Do you look at the bracket? You think the way it works for y'all?
Yeah, I think we have a great opportunity to go far in the tournament, and I feel like it's not what anyone else does, but just what we do as a team. So I think we have a good seeding, and I think we can go all the way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, talk about excited, nervous energy.
I'm very excited. It's my first time NCAA tournament. So
I was in the Florida State locker room earlier, and they were unboxing all the swag, all the NCAA tournament logos. Y'all got that stuff already?
yeah, we did. Loved it.
All right. Y'all seem to get a lot of swag internally and everywhere, right?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody that like gives to us. It's awesome.
All right, talk about San Diego State. What do you see? What's the game plan?
Honestly, play defense, get stops and scores, run in transition, and do what we do.
And defense, what does Coach Starkey want?
Oh, defense, he wants no one to get by us. He wants us to keep our like defensive score. I mean, all right, hold on, sorry. Our defensive, what's it called?
Intensity?
Yeah, intensity, and just be ready on both sides.
Well, you're one of the catalysts on defense, but I know that's one of his things. But what does he harp on you about?
Let no one get by me. He's very he has me holding me to a high standard, and being able to be a leader on defense for our team.
All right, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rosario, tell us about this NCAA tournament. What do you think of the draw, and what do you think?
I feel like every time they play us, they bring their best game. We just have to be ready and follow the scout and just listen to our coaches.
What do you see as far as your role will be, and what situations will you be inserted?
Just be ready when my number is called. I mean, they probably got a post player, so I just have to be ready and make sure I'm cheering on my teammates and just follow what the scouts say and just pay attention to what's going on in the course, so when I come in, I don't make the same mistakes.
As far as your growth from last year to this year, of course, fought through some injuries. Do you like where you're at right now?
I feel like I could be a little better. I feel like I'm still recovering when it comes to me getting back to shape. I mean, I have all summer and the whole the preseason, all that stuff, but I feel like it takes a little time when it comes to coming back from an injury. You're scared you might get hurt again or like something happens. So I feel like I could be in a better place.
Is a lot of it mental?
Yes, I feel like it's a lot of mental, but sometimes you just have to push through it. So that's what I'm doing right now, pushing through the mental stuff and just thinking about the game, thinking about where we can be, where we're going to be at in the next couple of weeks.
So you and Samaya could kind of be in the same boat in that regard, huh?
Yeah.
The mental part of coming back from injury and maybe being tentative or reactivating it and so forth.
Yeah, it takes time to get back to the way you are. You're never going to be the same way you are after you've injured yourself. So I feel like it takes time, mental, physically, it's just emotional to be back to the same way you are before the injury.
All right, good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, Jersey, talk about this NCAA tournament. What are you excited about? What are you expecting?
I'm just excited to compete at the highest level with, one of the most elite teams here. So it's just really, it's really thrilling to be a part of it.
What have you seen on film in San Diego State? What's going to be what's going to be their strength and how y'all get after them?
Yeah, I think at this point in the season, it's anybody's game. It's March, so whoever prepares the best, whoever comes ready to win, I think is going to pull it out.
9:15 tip-off. Is that you'll be fine? You're gonna need an extra cup of coffee?
Oh no, we'll be good. Thank you.
Definitely guard play. I feel like they have some tough. We're really gonna have to sit down and guard. So yeah.
What's Coach Starkey telling you about defending?
Come down to who wants it more. Just like I said, it's about who prepares the most. So yeah.
So what is Kim going to tell you versus Coach Starkey? Is it two different things or a lot of times the same thing?
Definitely the same thing. Just probably kind of said a little bit different, but yeah.
Who's a little bit more animated? Be a little bit more loud.
I think that's a no-brainer. Mulkey,
yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Florida State in the draw. It seemed like everybody expected. I know on their side, talking to them this morning, they pretty much thought they would be good coming to Baton Rouge. But when you look at the bracket, do you like the way it sets up for y'all?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a tough road, whether what seed we are. So just knowing, just preparing, that's the biggest thing. So.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think?
I feel like this is when you want to play your best basketball. It's really cool to just be out there and just be a part of March Madness.
You like the bracket? Do you think it sets up well?
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked any bracket they gave us, to be honest.
What do you see in San Diego State? What's the challenges with them, or is it more play your own game and do what you do?
Yeah, just play our own game, our identity. And then, they're kind of undersized a little bit, so that's our advantage.
9:15 tip off. You need an extra cup of coffee, or what do you do? Energy drinks? It don't matter. You used to staying up late.
Showtime, 9:15.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, last year, Poa, talk about this tournament. What do you in San Diego bracket sets up?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's competition. I think everyone's just got to luck in, especially us, and yeah, we're excited.
What's sort of what y'all need to do tomorrow night to get through that when they get to Monday?
Knowing our scouting report and looking in and having fun.
How's everybody health-wise? You think everybody's 100% ready to go?
Yeah, everyone's ready. We've been ready for a while now, so I'm excited.
Talk about getting Florida State. That seemed like everybody thought that was going to be the team, but certainly you got to get past tomorrow night. But any thoughts on the Seminoles? Have you got a chance to glance at them at all?
You take one team at a time. So I think just preparing for each game. I think we can't look ahead because I think that's where we get distracted.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Samaya, talk about this one. What do you see in San Diego State? What do you see on film for them, and what's going to be the keys to the game tomorrow night?
They're definitely a really good scoring team. They can shoot the 3-ball mid-range. They can get to the paint as well. So us being defensively, just being disciplined, is going to be big for us. They're undersized, so they'll bring the post out a little bit, but it's nothing that we've never seen before.
Talk about Florida State. You got a chance to glance at them at all. I know you got to get past tomorrow night, but do you like that, the way the bracket sets up for y'all?
We take one team at a time, not really trying not to look too far ahead, focus on what's in front of us, but definitely like the way the bracket set up. We get to play some really good teams, good competition.
Where you at from, do you like where you're at coming off the injury? Do you think, is it where you thought you would be, or you thought you'd be further ahead, or? Aalyah was telling me about the hurdles, the mental parts of it.
Yeah. This time in the season, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Just continuing to get better, doing extra if I can. Just really keeping myself ready for sure.
Is it just? Correct me. I feel like in the last month you started to really. It seems like you felt it better. Am I wrong?
No, for sure. Definitely just really getting back comfortable over a year now, maybe in recovery or post-op. So it took me a minute to get my feet under me, but now this time of year, I think the adrenaline is helping a little bit too.
All right, good. All right, well, good luck. We'll be covering.
Thank you.